Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week's video is a continuation of last week's video. In last week's video, we talked about Insta Story Insights and your Post Insights, which are data that you get from your Insta Story updates and data that you get from every post that goes up on your page. In this week's video, we're talking about Instagram Page Insights, which are insights about your entire Instagram page. So things like your follower growth, your demographics, posting time, yada yada, and all of that. So if this is what you're interested in, don't go anywhere, keep on watching. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Uchechi and I'm a content creator and digital marketing consultant. On this channel, we talk about all things Instagram and content creation. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, today we're talking about Instagram Page Insights, right? So in last week's video, we talked about Post Insights and Insta Story Insights and, interpreting all of these things just so you can measure your efforts better. Today, I'm taking you through your Page Insights. Now, this video and last video were supposed to come earlier, right? But the day I was supposed to record, I opened my Instagram app and I noticed that the entire thing had changed. So the Instagram Insights layout changed towards the end of August. This is what it looked like, and this is what it looks like right now. So if this has been confusing you, which it did, to be honest, it did that first week, keep on watching. I'll take you through the entire thing just so again you understand how this works and you can measure your efforts on Instagram better. To access your Page Insights, you can do this in two ways. You can either access it from your bio by tapping on Insights, or you can tap on this hamburger by your right hand side, and Insights is the third option on the menu, but it's just easier to access it from your bio, and that's where I access mine from. So I'm going to tap on Insights and it will bring me to what I like to call the dashboard. So here it just shows you an overview of what has happened on your page in the last 7 days. Please note that 7 days does not include the day that you are currently viewing the insight. So whatever you've done on the page on the day that you are looking at your insights is not reflecting here in your Page Insights. So here you can see the number of accounts you have reached. You can see content interactions. Now, content interactions brings together likes, comments, and a bunch of other metrics. You can see the number of followers you have, which is your follower growth. You can see content you have shared. So if you've shared posts during the week, it will show here, and if you've also posted your Insta story during the week or in the last 7 days, it will show here. If you also posted IGTV videos, you would see it here, but I didn't post any in the last 7 days, so it's not showing here. If you also had promotions running, it would show here. So I'm going to tap on the first metric, which is accounts reached. Now here it is broken down further. The first thing you can see is a day-by-day analysis of accounts that you have reached. Please remember, in last video I mentioned or I explained the difference between reach and impressions. So reach is the number of unique accounts that your post or your page reached, while impressions is the number of times your post was seen. So if you saw someone's post 10 times, on average it will count it as 1 because all 10 came from you, but under impressions it will count it as 10. So here you can see as a bar chart the days where you had the most accounts reached, but if you tap on it you can see the numbers just so you have more details. Now when you scroll down further, you would see other metrics like profile visits, website taps, and email button taps. So for profile visits, it shows you the number of people that visited your profile in the last 7 days compared to the previous week. So this is helpful because from here you can immediately measure your efforts. So you can go back to your page and see all the posts that went up in the last 14 days, right? Because this is comparing this last 7 days with the last 14 days, right? It's a 7-day comparison. So you can go back to your page to check what happened in the last 14 days and check what happened in the last 7 days to see what worked and what didn't. The same thing for website tabs. So website tabs takes into account the number of people that tapped on the link in your bio. While email button tabs, I have email button tabs because I have an email button in my bio. So if you do not have an email button in your bio, you probably would not have this option. Now after this, you would see top posts and top stories, and if I had IGTV videos, top IGTV videos, and this, like I mentioned, is for the last 7 days. However, if you tap on the see all button that is beside top posts, top stories, and top IGTV videos, it will take you to a vault, literally. So let me tap on see all beside top posts, and you have these. So here, the default metrics that you would see are the number of accounts your posts have reached in the last year. So at the top you can see any which has combined pictures, videos, and carousels. You would see reach, and you would see last year. Now at a glance, you can see your best performing posts in terms of reach in the last year. You can toggle all of this. So you can toggle the post type, you can toggle the metric, and you can toggle the period to reflect what you want to measure. So let's say I want to check how many accounts my picture post reached. I'll come to any, tap on it, and go to photos, and it will filter down to pictures. So it has taken out all the videos and carousels, and the only posts that are here are picture posts. I can also come to reach and say, you know what, I don't want to check how many accounts these posts reached. I want to check how many people saved. So I'll come down. You can see there are a lot of metrics here. So you just go to saves, and I can see which had the most saves in the last year. Let's say, you know what, I want to check for the last 3 months or the last 6 months. You can do that. So you go to last year, which is the period, tap on it, and you can go as far back as 2 years, or you can come as forward as 7 days or 30 days. Now this, as you notice, does not include IGTV videos because IGTV videos has its own section. So for this section, it is just photos, videos, and carousel posts. Now it's the same thing for top stories and top IGTV videos. So let's tap on see all beside top stories. Compared to posts, you have a shorter period and you have different metrics because of course the metrics on Insta story is different from the metrics on your feed posts. So for period, the farthest you can go is 14 days. Right, you really have yesterday, 7 days, and 14 days. And for metrics, you have back, call button taps, email button taps, exited, follows, next story, and so on and so forth. So again, you can decide to check different things. So if you want to check how many people visited your profile from your Insta story in the last 7 days, you just change this to profile visit, change the period to last 7 days, and you see the story that drove people to your profile the most. This again helps you to measure effort on your Insta story because it shows what interested your audience. So if you had a lot of people visiting your profile from a particular Insta story, then it means something on that Insta story post interested them. So it's the same thing for IGTV videos. So I'll tap on see all, and for IGTV videos you can go as far back as 2 years. It's the same thing with your post, right? So you have 7 days, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, last year, and last 2 years. And you can also change the metrics. Let's say I want to check what IGTV video got the most saves. I would come to reach, change to saves, and I can see my best performing IGTV video in terms of saves. So if I want to filter down and say, you know what, 1 year is too long, I want to check for the last 6 months, you can do that. Just tap on last year, tap on last 6 months, and it filters down to the last 6 months. So here I can tell what type of IGTV content gets your attention the most. So that's that for account reach. Now let's go to content interaction. As I mentioned, content interaction brings together metrics like likes, comments, saves, shares for your post, replies and shares for your Insta story, and a lot of other things. So for your likes, you can see, again, this is for the last 7 days. You can see the total number of likes that you had on all the posts that went up on your page in the last 7 days. You can see the total number of comments you had. You can see the total number of saves you had. You can see the total number of shares you had. Same thing for your Insta story. So same with account reach, you can also check historical data. So you just tap on see all, and this allows you to filter up to last 2 years and as recent as the last 7 days. So this shows the post that had the highest number of likes in the last 1 year. You can also filter again to photos, videos, or carousel posts. You can change these likes to something else, to profile visits, again to reach, save, shares, and any other metric that you want to measure. And of course, you can change the time period to reflect the time that you're trying to measure for. So now let's go to total followers, which is everyone's favorite. And here you can overall, it shows you the total number of followers you've had, and if you had an increase, it would show you versus the last 7 days as usual. Now here it shows you an overview, right, for the last 7 days, so you can see your overall growth. You can see it now also breaks down to show you the total number of people that followed you and the total number of people that unfollowed you. Now if you want to see on a day-to-day basis or a day-to-day breakdown, just tap on this chart and tap on any day, and it shows you per day how many people followed you and how many people unfollowed you. Now this is interesting because it helps you, it gives you a more focused or more targeted insight, because from here, if you notice that on a particular day you got a lot of followers, you can then go back to your page to check to see what happened on that day. Did you run an ad? Did you put up a post that day? Did you put up Insta stories? What happened? Then you go back to your post insights to see data for the post that went up on that day. If you had a high number of unfollowers on another day, you can also go back to see what happened. All these things help you to measure what interests your target audience and also what turns off your target audience. Now after your follower growth, you can also check where most of your followers are from, and this is broken down into cities and countries. As you can see, most of my followers are from Lagos, and for country, most of my followers are from Nigeria. For age range, I have a lot of followers between the ages of 25 to 34, but if I want to see a breakdown for men and women, I just need to tap on men and it will show me the age range, and for women it will show me the age range. But overall, most of my followers are between 25 to 34. So if I was an influencer, or I'm currently a current content creator, and I wanted to work with brands, these are important metrics that they need to see, because it helps them understand if you have their target audience. So after age range, you also see gender, which shows you the breakdown of men and women. I used to have more men than women, but these days I'm having more women than men. So this thing really changes and reflects what's currently going on or what has gone on in your account in the past 7 days. Remember, it's not real-time data but historical data, meaning data from what has already happened on your account. Now, most active times is a lifesaver. A lot of people are on YouTube and on Google checking for best times to post, when it is right here on your Instagram account. Here you can see most active times, and this reflects, again, please remember that this is not real-time data but historical data. So what you are seeing, if you see anything for Thursday and you are viewing it on a Thursday, doesn't mean that it is this Thursday as you are viewing. It means as at last week. So it's showing you what happened last week Thursday, shows you what happened last week Friday. So it's historical data and not real-time data, but this still helps, right? Because again, this changes. I check mine on a weekly basis and I can see that it changes. So sometimes I'm posting by 6 p.m, other times I'm posting by 8 p.m, because I have come here to check when my followers were online the most according to data. So you can check this by days. So if you're an account that is not particularly fond of posting every day and you want to post like 3 or 4 times a week, but you want to know when, you can come to days and tap on any of the bars so that the numbers will show up. So you can see the peak periods or the peak days, and you can pick the days that you would want to post for the week. Same for hours, so I'll go back to hours, and yeah, so it shows, you can see the time underneath and you can see the numbers. If you're not seeing these numbers, simply tap on your bar or on the bars and the numbers will show up. And here you have the slider, so you can switch days and you can see that my bars are changing. So if you're clueless on where to post, this is a very good place to start, and then you can now experiment outside these times if you feel like those times are not working for you. But this is a very basic and very good place to start when you're trying to decide what day and time is best to post on your account. Hey guys, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have shown you your post insights. I have shown you your Insta story insights, and I have also shown you your page insights. So I hope that all of these do not sound strange to you anymore, and you can use this to measure your performance on Instagram, measure all that you've been doing, see if it's working, and if it's not working, you know what to change and how it will affect your growth on Instagram. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions for me, ask your questions in the comment section, or as usual, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram and I'll respond. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and join my growing YouTube community, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Whew, I have been to hell and back to make sure I record this video today. Okay.